close, pretending my arms are yours. One on one, but I can't. So yes, come on, Janet. What's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come in and run my mouth, baby. So we might be going live tomorrow, so I can run my mouth and really get into the mess, like I want to get into the mess. I just made it back home. What time is it? It is 2:43 a.m. in the morning, and I just made it home around 1 o'clock. I was in Las Vegas, Nevada. I flew out on Sunday, um, and I went and saw Miss Janet Jackson. Okay. Um, yeah, some of y'all don't know, but I love Janet. Yeah, I love Janet Jackson. And I got a great deal on my ticket. I was so surprised. I was on the 13th row because I was feeling like a rich black woman, baby. Um, I didn't have to look at the screen or nothing. I was right there in her face. Yeah, not really in her face, but like I said, I was on the 13th row, so I was pretty close to the stage. We're gonna talk about it because I had a good time, and then she did amazing. She did amazing. I had a good time. I was impressed. Yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. But I did want to give Janet a shout out, and also she received an Icon Award at the American Music Awards on Monday, which is so crazy because I stayed at the Resorts World Las Vegas. It's like that new. It's kind of new-ish. It's like three hotels in one. I think it's the Crockfords, Conrad, and Hilton, and that's where she performed. She has a Las Vegas residency at Resorts World, and so that's where I stayed. And then the American Music Awards were at held at the Fountain Blue, which is like right up the street, like walking distance. Anyways, I was looking online to try to get a ticket through Ticketmaster, but they sold out. So because I wanted to go to the award show and also see her get her award. Um, but it didn't work out. But I didn't care because I just saw her Sunday night, so I was okay. But yeah, she received an Icon Award at the American Music Awards, and she performed "Someone to Call My Lover" and "All for You." And I thought she did an amazing job. I really, really did. I think that Janet Jackson is one of the girls of the girls of the girls of the girls. I think she paved the way for a lot of our faves of today. Um, I just think that she's that girl. Like but see, I became a Janet Jackson fan real late. I didn't become a Janet Jackson fan until the Meet of Joe. Believe it or not, I liked Janet before then, and I knew some of her songs. Well, I knew some of her songs, um, and I would listen to her music here and there, right? But it wasn't until the Mita Joe, girl, I was like, let me listen to the Mita Joe album. I love the Mita Joe. I even love the 20-year old album. Yeah. Um, and then when I became a fan, I kind of went back and started listening to like Velvet Rope and all that stuff. But yeah, shout out to Janet Jackson, a living legend, a living icon. Girl, Mama is still dancing on stage. Like I said, we're gonna. Well, I don't want to give too much away because we're going to talk about the concert tomorrow. But I'm impressed. The lady just turned 59 years old like a few days ago. I think her birthday is like May the 16th, 15th, something. Because my sister's birthday is May the 15th. I think hers is the 16th. Anyway, it doesn't matter, girl. She just turned 59 um, a few days ago, and I think she looks amazing. I think she I think she still has it. But even if she didn't, you know what I'm saying? And I think this is what I feel like some of us have to learn about the girls and boys. There's gonna come a day where like Usher is not gonna be on stage doing a handstand. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come a day where Usher is not gonna be on stage doing a full on dance routine. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be a day where Janet is not gonna be on stage for 2 hours dancing and moving around, right? And that's okay. It does not take away from their greatness and what they have achieved. And it just doesn't. But anyways, we're going to talk more about it tomorrow. Again, I just want to give a shout out to Janet Jackson, the living legend. Okay, let's go ahead and move on, y'all. Oh, and I know some of you probably have a couple of questions about my flight because I haven't been flying, girl. When those girl, when those girl, I get real nervous. I get real nervous. But yeah, we're gonna talk about the whole flying situation, what made me get on the plane finally, and all that stuff tomorrow. Okay, let's go ahead and move on for real this time. When I tell you to be a rich white woman must feel amazing, I want to give a shout out to girl Todd Chrisley and Julie, his wife. Okay. This is according to TMZ. So Todd and Julie Chrisley, Trump swoops in with pardons. Hmm. So an attorney for the Chrisleys, Alex Little, partner at Litson. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. At Litson PLLC said in the statement, President Trump recognized that we've argued from the beginning Todd and Julie were targeted because of their conservative values and high profile. The prosecution was tainted by multiple constitutional violations and political bias. President Trump is looking out for his fellow reality TV stars because POTUS just issued full pardons for Chrisley Knows Best star Todd and Julie Chrisley. The reality TV couple had been serving hard time after being convicted in 2022 of financial crimes, but now they will be getting released from federal prison. Trump called Todd and Julie's daughter Savannah to give her the good news. Todd and Julie were found guilty on federal charges of bank fraud and tax evasion, with Todd getting sentenced to 12 years in prison and Julie getting sentenced to 7 years in federal lockup. The Chrisleys filed appeals for lighter sentences but were denied, and now Trump is swooping in to grant them their freedom. Hmm. Savannah, who also starred on her parents' show, blasted their convictions last year at the Republican National Convention, calling out the prosecutors who handled her parents' federal case in Georgia, suggesting politics played a role in their convictions, and even claiming Obama-appointed judge called her family the Trumps of the South. Todd and Julie were originally indicted by a federal grand jury back in 2019 when Trump was in his first term. Let me read that again. Todd and Julie were originally indicted by a federal grand jury back in 2019 when Trump was in his first term. Anyways, girl, it also was updated at 3:05 p.m. A federal Bureau of Prison spokesperson tells TMZ the pardon process could take up a few days before the Chrisleys are released. The Chrisleys might even wind up at a halfway house before they're totally free. You know, they trying to blame it on the politics. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. I used to always watch Chrisley's Knows Best back in the day. I used to always watch it, always. And then I kind of just stopped watching. But I watched it when it first came out, and I used to always think, girl, I used to always think Todd was one of the kids. I used to always think Todd was one of the kids. Todd always gave me that he probably came from a family who didn't play that gay shit, right? And they probably knew he was a punk, but it didn't matter because he had to marry a woman and have some kids. Todd always gave me that. I never really, and maybe because I stopped watching the show, I never tell me for those who watched the show up until it went off. Did you know their political stance? Because I never, to me, I just never. Their show was never political to me when I watched it. So I don't know when it went from not being political to people talking about or people knowing what their political stance was, and then them trying to use that as a reason why. Let me say, can I say something? I'm about to say something I know it's gonna sound ignorant, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I'm gonna say it, girl. When white people get locked up, y'all definitely guilty because they just not locking rich white people up just because. I'm sorry. Now they say I don't know how Todd and Julie got their money. They said them hoes are stealing, but all I'm saying is when they locking rich white people up, baby, y'all definitely did. Y'all definitely guilty. They just ain't locking. They just ain't locking white people up one and rich white people two just for fun. They did it. Okay, they did it. They did it. They did it. Quiet as this kept, girl. If we're gonna be honest, baby Todd probably pissed off. Baby Todd probably in prison having the best time in his life. Now he can live out his fantasy and everything too. Todd probably in there, girl, somebody's bottom bitch. Do you hear me? Girl, he probably in there, girl, got some big black girl BBC, girl, some big dick Mandingo, girl, knocking him down every other day. You know, Todd probably having a good time. Todd probably pissed off. Now I gotta go back out. Girl, leave my man. Okay. Gotta leave my man. Baby, go out and deal with this bitch. Okay. And these goddamn children. Ah, yeah. Todd is pissed, baby. Todd said, baby, just let me stay here about one more year, baby. Till I come out. Right now, I'm doing all right. Shout out to Todd. Shout out to Julie, I guess. They getting out. You know, it's so crazy. I used to always wonder how they got their money. Because remember, for those who watched the show, remember he had like, was it like a clothing store? A clothing, was it a clothing brand? I can't remember. I used to be like, girl, okay. Because you know, like to me, like when the girls get on TV, I'm not like nosy, but when people get on TV and I see that they're living a certain way, I do start to wonder like, girl, where you get this money from? You know, so like, oh, and it's so crazy. Anytime I've questioned how some of these people get their money, it turns out that they're not getting it legally or getting some of it legally. I can't remember. Did Todd claim that he was born into money? I can't remember. But anytime I start to question these people and their money, girl, whether it's Jen Shaw, right? I'm talking about the girls on reality TV. You see how they're living, and it's like, girl, what you do for work? Okay, girl, where you work? Because girl, you living real good. Now, girl, I wouldn't be asking no questions if you was a private citizen, but girl, you on TV. It's on your lifestyle. So I'm trying to figure out, girl, what his money coming in from. Okay? And then we find out, girl, they over there, girl, scamming and scheming. Anyways, child, let's go ahead and move on. Shout out to Todd. Speaking of a Vegas residency, listen to this. So Jennifer Lopez unveils new Las Vegas residency at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace. Jennifer Lopez was the host for the American Music Awards on Monday, and it was so crazy when it was announced. I was like, it was so weird. I thought it was so random. I was like, why is Jennifer Lopez hosting the American Music Awards in Las Vegas? I just thought it was I just thought it was random. Now it makes sense because she's going to start her residency. Um, I think in December. Let's go ahead and read this. This is according to Variety. Jennifer Lopez. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Jennifer Lopez is returning to Las Vegas with her new residency at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace. Her show entitled Jennifer Lopez Up All Night Live in Las Vegas opens the week of New Year's Eve with 4 shows on December the 30th, December the 31st, January the 2nd, and January the 3rd. There will be an additional 8 performances in March of 2026. And then it says that Lopez, who returned to host the AMAs for the first time in a decade, shared the news via social media. She wrote, "We're back." I didn't know she hosted the AMAs before. We're back. I'm doing a residency in Las Vegas. Join me for Up All Night, live in Las Vegas at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace. That's a long title, girl. They also go on to say that this marks the second time the Grammy-nominated artist landed a Las Vegas residency. Her first, entitled Jennifer Lopez, All I Have, ran for 120 shows. Excuse me, from 2016 to 2018 at Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. The residency grossed over 100 million. You know what's so crazy? I didn't even know she had a residency in Vegas before. I know she was trying to have one like a couple of years ago, and then they canceled it because the rumor was on the streets that the girls was paying J-Lo dust, and the tickets wasn't selling. That's what the people said. So I guess she's trying to give it another shot. Anyway, so yeah, if y'all want to go see J-Lo, she's gonna be in Vegas um in December. December, January, and also March. You know what's so crazy, y'all? Let's talk about Jennifer Lopez for a second. For the girls who don't know, J-Lo, the album, is one of my favorite albums of all time. Girl, I used to be so embarrassed to say that J-Lo's album was like one of my favorite albums. When I say, baby, that is my album. Okay. I I do feel like I remember like just it was probably like a year ago. I looked up and everybody hated Jennifer Lopez. And I was so confused. I was like, where did this hate come from, girl? I literally woke up one day. Well, it felt like I woke up one day and everybody hated Jennifer Lopez. And I just could not understand like where the hate was coming from because it just felt like it was overnight to me. Um, but I will say this, and then people started talking. People online started talking about their experiences with Jennifer Lopez. I remember hearing this one girl say that I think she worked with her on set, or she was on the set with her somewhere, and like you can't look her in her face. Girl, crazy shit like that. I remember Tommy. I think it's Tommy Davidson. Am I getting? Let me see. Let me Google his name. He had a story about J Lo. Was it Tommy? He was the guy that was on. Yes, Tommy Davidson. He had a story about J Lo. I think he tried to speak to her one time or something. And she kind of paid him dust. I said, oh. Um, but I will say this though. A lot of y'all girl be trying to act like J Lo wasn't that girl at one point. Now we can say a lot of things about J Lo, but girl, y'all not gonna sit here and act like J Lo was not that girl, and she was running a 9-9 in the 2000s. J Lo was throwing bops after bops after bops after bops after bops. J Lo had the game on lock at one point. Girl. So y'all be trying to play in Jennifer face. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like y'all be trying to play in Jennifer face and trying to take away what what that lady used to give us. Jennifer used to give us some songs, baby. Now whether she sung them or not, because the people say Ashanti was out here singing her songs. I don't know, but girl, whether she sung them or not, I don't know. But all I know is that girl, it said Jennifer Lopez. Girl, I'm real remix. Jennifer Lopez, ain't it funny? It must be the ass that got me like that. Ah, baby, that's my motherfucking song, baby. Baby, yeah, Jennifer gave us some bobs. Jennifer gave us some bobs. But I will say this about Jennifer too. If I'm being honest, I watched her performance at the AMAs. She opened the show. I saw it online. I really don't watch award shows like that anymore. I just want to watch the performances, and I wait till they upload them on YouTube, and I go about my business. So she opened up the show based off of the clip that I saw, and she sung for about 30 seconds, and then the rest of it was just her dancing. And at one point, I was like, "Girl, wrap this up." Girl, we get it, Jennifer, girl. Girl, she was on. We get it, Jennifer. Jennifer is a woman of a particular age. Jennifer has a lot of energy. Mama's still moving. I have to give her. That's what we got to give Jennifer her flop. Jennifer's still moving. Jennifer moving on stage, like throwing her body all around, getting picked up, swung around, dips, doing like she doing it. But at one point, I was like, Jennifer, girl, hurry up and get off the stage. We get it. And then I looked up, and girl, she was kissing some girl and kissing some boy on stage. And it was just giving, in my honest opinion, the woman who, not even the woman, I take the woman back. The man or the woman or non binary, non gender conforming person who is of a certain age and they don't want to accept that they may not be as popular as they once were. And now they're grasping at straws, doing whatever they can do to kind of keep their name out there or to get their name back out there. Girl, if you wanted to kiss a girl in the bar on stage, you should have did that about 15, 20 years ago. Girl, we probably would have gagged. Now it's just giving desperate. It's giving desperate. Jennifer, 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 why are you on stage? Like you're. It's like you're trying to be. I don't know if she's trying to be scandalous, salacious. I don't know, but I was just like, girl, this is not like Jennifer. I ain't never seen you kiss no bitch or no nigga on stage before. Now all of a sudden you kissing hoes. Now you kissing niggas and bitches on stage. Like, girl, what are we doing? Like it's just like it didn't even really seem like what are we doing? I was like, okay, Jennifer, girl, you want us to come see the residency. Okay. I'm not going because I think I'm going back to go see Janet Jackson in September. I don't know though. I want to go see Janet again. I'm not going to see no J Lo. But it just gave desperate to me. It really did. It gave desperate. It gave girl. I want to try to keep up with the young folk. I think Jennifer also needs to recognize that she may not be. I think that's what Jennifer is going through. I think that last residency that didn't go through for her, I think she's struggling. Jennifer, you not as popular as you once were, and that's okay, girl. Janet Jackson probably can't fill up a stadium. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't take away from the fact that that Janet Jackson is a living legend and an icon. Mariah Carey probably can't fill up NRG. That's a stadium here in Houston. Beyonce probably can. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. That's okay. Jennifer, I don't know if you're gonna fill up that arena down in Vegas. You gonna try because the last go round, girl. They said only your mama and your nieces and nephews and girl Mark Anthony and them was coming, but everybody else was gonna stay at home. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm a hater though. I don't want to sound like I'm a hater because I'm not. I feel like what I'm saying is the truth. We love like Jennifer has contributed to pop culture. She has. Jennifer Lopez is Jennifer Lopez. She has made her mark, but I think Jennifer is having a hard time realizing that girl, you might I think girl, the people don't care. They just don't. And now you want to be a kissing lesbian down the TV. Down to the TV. Now you kissing bitches in the mouth. God! Now you kissing now you kissing a boy and a girl in the mouth at the same. Like it's too much. Like it's too much. It's too much. I don't know, girl. Let me shut up and stop hating because Jennifer on stage and I'm on my couch. So let me shut up. Shout out to Jennifer Lopez. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'm about to take a shower and get in the bed, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good morning. Well, yeah, good morning because it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.